Hey everyone, Megan O'Brien here, coming at you with a 2021 market update. So the question I'm getting almost daily, almost hourly, almost by the minute from my clients, from my friends, just from anyone I run into is, are we heading for another financial crisis? And while I do not have a crystal ball and I cannot tell you for absolute certainty what is going to happen in the next year, I think COVID taught us all that lesson, I can share with you just some market stats and some data that paints a clearer picture of why the situation we're in now is very, very different than where we were in 2007. So let's take a look at some of that data. Okay, so let's discuss LTV, loan to value ratio, and why this is an important number for us to take a look at. So LTV, loan to value ratio, is an assessment used by banks and financial institutions to assess risk. They want to make sure that if they are taking on a riskier borrower that's putting less money down, they secure it through mortgage insurance. Usually the interest rates are a little higher, just to kind of cover that difference in case values do shift. So the dream is 80-20. Right now, the average loan to value ratio for new mortgages in America is a very reasonable 83%. So that means on average, buyers are putting down 17% for their LTV. That's a really great number. And the reason that this number is a very good thing to track and keep a look at is that 83 LTV has kind of stayed the same the past few years. So we're talking pre-COVID. I think we would be a little more concerned, and maybe I'd be a little more anxious if we saw that LTV drop as prices went up. So prices have increased 13%, and yet we're not really seeing the LTV shifting much, which is a really good sign that buyers are fully aware of their numbers. They know what the sweet spot is for them, that even if they have to pay more for a house than we would be a couple years ago, that they still know their bottom line, the numbers still make sense to them. So for me, this is a really great indication that lenders are doing their job of checking for risk and making sure they're not giving out too many risky loans. And it's a great indication that buyers are fully aware of what they're buying, how those numbers work out, and what makes sense for their family and their needs. So all right here, just one little quick tip on why I think that we're not really heading for another crash. Again, I am not a fortune teller, but I'm going to be just sharing some little tips and tricks and just some data points that should be a source of comfort and reassurance for you. And as always, as the market changes, I will do my best to be a resource and keep you guys in the loop. Any questions, feel free to reach out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.